I used to not know much about who Jesus was and why he's important, and I didn't really put as much thought into how my actions impact other people's lives.
In middle school, I was nervous to talk about Jesus, afraid to share the gospel because if I did, I thought I'd be judged. When somebody told me they lost respect for me because I believed in God, I was hurt, and fear continued to control me.
My freshman year of high school, my family moved here from out of state. I loved God deeply, but I had no one outside my family to share that with.
Growing up in the church, I had been a part of groups for many years, in many different forms. They were all wonderful in their own way. But the first life group leader I had who took time to invest in my life outside of our group time was Kelly.
Although my middle school memories have faded, I can tell you that those were some years of big change in my spiritual life.
When Rachel started teaching me, I began to understand Jesus better and how our lives have been impacted by him showing us how to love each other.
Savannah taught me patience, kindness, compassion, and how to be strong in the Lord. She's one of the wisest people I know.
Taylor has always been so kind and thoughtful. She would write us notes of encouragement about how she had seen us growing in our faith and how she had seen God working in us.
She challenged me in my walk with Jesus and empowered me as a leader.
Mary Ann is one of the most hospitable, welcoming people I know. She has a way of creating a safe space in a room where you feel comfortable sharing whatever's on your heart.
After Rachel began leading me on my path to Christ, another thing I began to understand is how Jesus is always with us when we face difficulties in life. And thanks to Rachel, I found comfort in reading the Bible.
I'm so glad I had her to guide me through the hurt and the pain. Her love made me want to show love to a group of girls like she does. Now I can help the 7th grade girls I lead through the fear I had. I'm graduating high school never fearing to share the truth about God.
She really showed me what it means to lead as a woman after God's own heart. If it weren't for Taylor's leadership and encouragement, I don't think I ever would have become a life group leader myself. It's not always easy, but it's always good.
Kelly showed me the impact that a person can make in someone's life. So I began working with middle schoolers during my junior year of high school. Because of her example, I tried to follow in her footsteps by showing up, loving deeply, listening patiently, and making sure to incorporate fun. It was all about living life alongside them and pointing them to Jesus.
She's quick to listen and always has time for you. I'm so grateful for the way she impacted my life back then and the way she still does today. Not only was Mary Ann my small group leader back then, but I had the joy of co-leading a high school group with her as an adult, so I have been twice blessed by her mentorship.
Olivia, the illustrations in the Bible of nature paint a perfect picture of how to do life. We are to be the branches, living, vibrant, sprouting off new fruit, as it says in John 15:6. Producing eternal fruit should be your goal. What that looks like in reality is multiplying God's family. Invest in people's lives by allowing margin in your days so that you can take that phone call or respond to that text. Spend time helping them grow in Christ. This helps you grow too, expanding your faith as well. The best way to mentor is in how you live your life. Life gets messy, and it's okay for people to see you in the midst of hard times as well as good. Point them to the God with all the answers, not yourself. Plant the seeds and trust God with the harvest. Now, carry on what we have all started. We're in the fields cheering you on.